Hello, I've been on the hunt for a long time for the perfect camera to come vlogging with and to film with when you're out and about like I am today. And it's always been a bit of a struggle. I've been through several various varieties and they've either been like too heavy or too fidgety, or they're just got the wrong lenses in, they don't have quite the right effect. And eventually I've settled on the one that I'm the happiest with, which is quite an old camera, and it's this. It's the Sony A5100. And it has a large monitor in the back, but you will notice it doesn't have a viewfinder, an eyepiece. And the other problem with this, that it does overheat after about 12 minutes, 15 minutes, and shuts itself down. So you need to keep it cool at all times, which is not easy. So it's not really a very good streaming camera, but it is very good for vlogging. I'll tell you why. One is it has detachable lenses. So I can, there are several lenses you can get. Here is the 50mm. The standard one, which is the 16 to 50, that's on it. And then there's the 50mm, which is a beautiful, very fast lens, 1.8. And here's the zoom, 55 to 200. That's 55 to 200 mil lens, which is perfect.
All right, this is the 16mm lens fully zoomed out. Keep your eye on those two dunes in the background. This is fully zoomed out on the 200mm lens and now fully zoomed in on the 200mm lens. So I know this is handheld, but it's pretty impressive, and if you had a tripod, it would be pretty cool. I'm very impressed.
I'm recording this on a GoPro. This is a GoPro 9. So it's a combination of this and this that I think I can get the results I want. Because on my other channel where I do walking videos, I do hiking, I'm missing shots of things far away. So I needed the zoom lens. I also was missing, for when I'm working in my studio at home, I was missing that sort of soft focus background type quality shot, and this camera can certainly produce that. I've still got the DJI Pocket 2, which is perfect for walking and talking, and that has its own radio mic. But I do use this, but it doesn't have any onboard mic either. Well, it does, but it's just not very good. So I use this mic in conjunction with just a little dictaphone actually, and what you're listening to is the quality that you get, and it's pretty good. Certainly good enough, where, you know, it's good enough, right? Thing was, I hit a problem. When I was out and about with this camera, and it doesn't have a viewfinder, it just has the screen, I couldn't see the screen when I was setting up the shots when it's in the sun. So I thought, right, I need to cover myself and get like a curtain to put over myself or something when I'm out and about. And I thought, I'm not going to carry a cloth with me everywhere. So then I had an idea.
This is the NWV6 Universal LCD Viewfinder by Neweer. There are other versions of this, or variations of this type of thing, available on the internet, but Neweer is kind of like become a cheap brand that everybody can use, and it seems to be quite a reliable brand. So I opened the box, and I've got so many of these little cleaning cloths now, it's unreal. For some reason you're given this rope string thing to hang it around your neck. Not that I would be doing that. An instruction booklet, not sure why you would want that either, so that just immediately gets put to the side. And then here's the thing itself. It's all one unit, it's in plastic. Oh, a little Allen key. Now the Allen key is something that I didn't immediately appreciate. This is the plate that your camera will sit on, and notice it's got two holes, so you can attach it to a tripod or the plate of your tripod. So opening it up inside is the viewfinder. It is just plastic with a rubber eyepiece, which is reversible, and it's got up and down and left and right.
Here it is. It's very straightforward little device. It's got this base plate here, which it's just magnetic and slides on. That's it. Pretty simple. And you can adjust the distance, and with these two little toggles at the side here, you can adjust the height. So you can go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. See? It's absolutely fits any camera really, but not perfectly. It's got your little flip up if you don't want to use it at all. You can look at the monitor that way. But this, to be able to do this and get rid of all the sun, has been so useful, and it works perfectly. Yes, it's not exactly right in the edges and you can't see an absolutely perfect picture, but it gives you the idea that your exposure right and your framing is right, and that's all you really care about. So when I got this, I thought, well, I'll fit this to this camera, which is very straightforward. All you do is you pop the camera on. It's got, I love the connectors that have, or the screws that have the little loop, so you'd have to get a coin out to do it. So then you just tighten that up on there. Probably should do this at home, but here I am out in the middle of, I'm in Cleethorpes today. So you tighten that up and then keep it a bit loose, and then you just like, you push it like that. You see there's a little gap there, it's not great, but you can probably do something about that if you use your imagination. And then you can sort of adjust the height. I don't really need to. I'll just keep it sort of down on the bottom. Tighten it up nice and tight. And then, there I go. The perfect solution. And it steadies it for you as well. So I can get all my shots, and I can zoom in on flowers and trees and birds. It's perfect. I love it. But wait till you see what it looks like when you put the 200mm on it. Look at that. That is awesome. So now when you're filming, it looks, you pretty much got a telescope, and people don't really know you're filming. They think you're just looking for a telescope, which is kind of weird. But then I thought, well, I could do for a little gun handle for the bottom. And one top tip is get these ends, get a universal end so you can attach, basically buy these, buy lots of these, and the connector. So you don't have to get a ball head one like that, just get the top piece only. Buy lots and lots of them and put them on everything. That means that all your cameras are interchangeable with all your various tripods and all your various mounts. Now this just needs to go onto here. And when you put it on, make sure you put it on sideways so it lies flat. So you're attaching it that way around. There you go, cool. And then you get your little hand jiggity thing. This is just a cheap little plastic handle I got. I don't know what it was with. And I put like a ball head on the top. And now I can just quickly plug this in. And I'm Steven Spielberg all of a sudden. Oh yes, cinematographer. I want this shot over here, it's going to be beautiful. And that is totally steady for shooting. And now that's with that 200mm lens, I can zoom right in very quickly on things when I'm out and about. It's very cool. I think it looks cool. And I just wanted to share it with you. I love it. I can change the angle like this. How cool is that, eh? Come on, you've got to admit, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this is what it looks like with the 50mm lens on, which is a non-zoom lens. It's a very fast lens at 1.8. And yeah, I just think it looks really good. I mean, I know it's not about how it looks, but it makes it very, very convenient for filming. You know, it's so steady when it's propped against your eye like that. It's genius. These are genius. I know they're not professional, but I don't think that matters. I think that, you know, we make do with what we can and what we can afford. And if you're like me, you can't afford the fancy kit. I use professional equipment all the time for work that's hired by my clients. But for me at home, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on camera equipment because it changes too often, you know? It's like it's out of date. You buy it, it's out of date a year later. I don't want to get in that game having to resell everything. This is an old camera on a good lens and it does the job. I just wish it didn't overheat. But if it didn't do that, it would be absolutely perfect. But it's certainly doing the job for me now. Very happy. I love it. It just, I don't know, I think it's inspired. What do you think of that? Think it's silly? It's cheap. By the way, this thing here is like, I don't know, it might be 30 quid. There are cheaper versions. This is the newer one. I'll put links down below for everything. These parts are expensive. The lens is quite expensive. I've had these for some time now. And I just came up with this idea of attaching it like this. And it's so good. So good. There you go. So that's my little filming wildlife camera now. So I'm super chuffed with it. Anyway, I hope you found that reasonably interesting. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions about it, let me know. And I'll answer them. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.